So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the yard of 501 Ray Basher Smith. How are you, Ray?
Brilliant, to be fair, mate. It's been a long year, but some very interesting stuff we're going to talk about within this interview, and I just can't wait to get into it. It's lots of juicy topics and what's going to be happening next season as well. So it's going to be very good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Talking about that, why don't we get underway with it?
Absolutely, mate. Yeah.
So, Ray, I think you have had, well, here at RRS, we have absolutely loved seeing you week on week on week. But how have you found it managing RRS this year?
Exhausted, to be completely honest. Um, a lot has happened, like a lot. Obviously we started. It was my first proper year of racing.
Yeah.
And it's just been complete chaos, from start to finish. I mean, starting up in January, finishing, December, it's been utter chaos. I mean, I'm probably missed about 40 meetings. No, maybe not 40. That's exaggerating. Maybe about 10 meetings, 15 meetings in total I've maybe missed. Sometimes they're putting on, three meetings a weekend, so 10's not a lot compared to how many's put on, but just been chaos. I've been racing mainly in limiteds, 16s not so much as I would have liked to, and as well as obviously 1300cc stock cars I'm getting quite into at the moment. But what a year it's been.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've obviously seen you improve by race by race by race by meeting, but obviously it all comes down to like what your setup is on your cars and all that. So Ray, how was your first unlimited banger meeting this year? Because obviously you say that you love them, but how do you find it sat in the driver's seat?
Well, it was interesting. I remember, January was a bit hit and miss. Didn't really fancy doing anything in January. So my first unlimited meeting, it was down at Northampton, BWS.
Yeah.
It was in a Mark III Supra with the predecessors. I think there's only about 4 of us that turned up initially, because a lot of us had engine problems. One of the hours were broken, so it weren't a great night overall. But getting the scooting aid, driver's briefing, it was a good night, and I remember that Supra's flipping killed. Yeah, that was it. 2 races, it was gone. It was done. It got blitzed.
Oh yeah.
The actual other car was on my Supra's roof. So my roof of my Supra was like bent in, like crushed. It was bit too close for comfort, but I thought, you know what, this is a great way to start the year, isn't it? Just go for them turn points. So yeah, that was my first meeting, and really enjoyed it thoroughly, really good.
Yeah, that's really good then, because obviously you say that you love and races the limited. We see you take out Cortina Estates. We see you sometimes taking out your Granadas, but obviously we see you a fair few times taking out the Volvo limo. So how was all your development going on that?
Wow, what a story that has come from. We started it at about, I want to say maybe like March, maybe April, early April. That's when we first raced it down at Ipswich for an Volvo meeting. And
that was a chaotic meeting.
It really was, yeah. Pilots left, right, and centre. With it being Ipswich as well, it was just mega quick. I remember, didn't win anything, obviously. Spun it on up, I did a few head-ons, jacked a few people up. I was like, this is strong, mate. This is serious next level kit. And then it won the DD, and I was like, right, I'll weld a bit more on it, stretch it back out, and we'll take it somewhere else. And that's just been the process. Obviously now it's getting harder and harder to do. So as you can see, it's up on the back there. We're currently doing an engine swap with the Mercedes limo that's getting scrapped. So we're using the engine out of that, putting it in the Volvo, ready for next meeting. Don't know when I'm taking it as of yet for next season, because there's some good meetings, but I can't just say I'm taking it to a BWS. It will just get squished. It's getting to that kind of stage now where it's quite crispy. So gotta be careful where I take it to now. But yeah, it's been a really good experience with it.
Yeah, that's all good then. So talking about unlimited banger meetings, then you've obviously been to loads, but if you had to say, Ray, which has been your favourite banger meeting this year?
Ooh, that's a good question. To be honest, I'd like to say M teams. I mean, Blue Oyster was good, but M teams over there, you know, it's just a completely different track. I mean, I think there was 7, 8 of us that went there, you know, with the Preds.
Yeah.
And it was just the atmosphere, mate. It was just different. Innit? It was like we got over there on the boat, a very long ride on the boat, on the ferry, from Harwich to Hook of Holland, and then obviously we arrived there. We had a party, and it was just wow. You know, you look over and you see one race and you think mega meeting. You go over there, the whole meeting's like that, not just one race.
Oh yeah.
So definitely that, atmosphere wise, racing wise, crash run wise, brilliant. Love that track. And then another one was quite recently. I've got 2 different ones, as I've said. Wharton Raceway Christmas Crash. We've just done it a week and a half ago. Last year it was good, but this year, Cortina stay out there, mate. Wow, flying, going into it. Not Cortina, sorry, Rover, going into anything and everything. It was strong. It was really enjoyable meeting that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Obviously, showing all the strength and the preparation that goes into the cars to even just making the Christmas crash possible is credit to all drivers, but especially like the commitment to everybody is just amazing. What's your thoughts on that one, Ray?
You know, brilliant. It took a lot of effort to get the car on there, and it was quite surprising. Last year there was a lot of Mercs and newer stuff. Nah, we had more Yanks, not big stuff, but not like in your average Merc. You know what I mean? Like nobody. There was 1 or 2. A lot of them was in Mark II Granadas. Where the hell are they finding them? I don't know anymore.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's just the credit and the effort that they go to is just unbelievable.
100%, mate. Obviously, talking about M teams, with you saying 7 or 8 Predators turning up with 2 M teams that year. Obviously, you are the captain of Team Preds. How are you finding it coping with all of the mighty Predators?
Well, I mean, you know, we had a bit of problems where numbers have been low, but I mean, now there's 10 of us, which might not seem like a lot to some people, but, you know, the maximum we'll have in a meeting is 40 cars. So,
yeah,
we're out there, we're always backing each other up, and, you know, we go off for practice every now and again. We're a good team. The main thing is communication for us, I think. You know.
Oh, 100%.
If we communicate, you know, you're leading, I'm coming last, someone's coming up behind you, I have to spin it on up, obviously.
Oh, 100%.
So that's, you know, something that we're trying to do, as well as go out to practice. And, you know, we're fellow members. I get asked daily, can I join this team? Can I join that team? Can I join your team? I'm like, I'm sorry, mate, I'm full on drivers. Like, if I had, like, you know, 20 drivers, that's, like, it's too much, isn't it? Too much to go on.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I won't let any more go in, unless somebody leaves.
Of course, and obviously, you're talking about racing team, but when it comes to BWS, do you race team or do you go for the win yourself, Ray?
I know we go for the team, innit? I mean, you see me at World Final, you know, last lap for Cody Tomlinson, and obviously, was it Jay Alton? I can't quite remember. So another driver who was leading, and I had to spin it on up, just to help him out, you know. And I think at that point I was going 5th, something like that, 4th. So I weren't that far from myself in me Mark 1 limo. But
yeah.
It was just.
It's all about chaos. Like half family racing, isn't it?
That's
always
it. You've always got
to
back. You've always got to back each other. You know, you've always got to stick up for each other, and you have to take consequences sometimes. You have to take risks for your own teammates, and that's how you earn their respect.
Oh yeah, 100%. That is what team racing is at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So while we're on the topic of BWS Rap next year, are you going to give us a sneak peek, Ray? Are you going crashing next year, or are you actually going to go for the win?
Well, first one is in Aldershot, the 2nd of Feb or the 3rd of Feb. Can't quite remember. I like Aldershot. Fast track.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I also like to spin it on up around there, so I think I'm going to go for the antenna points again.
That's always what we like to see, Ray. You never fail to put on a show.
Nah, never, unless it's like, you know, Rodfest. You know, 13s or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, it's what it is, isn't it? I enjoy it.
100%. Yeah.
Good for the crowd.
So, Yeah, always putting on a show for the people that are paying to come and watch.
Absolutely.
So not everybody's just here to hear about the unlimited bangers. Why don't we talk about the 1300cc stock cars? You've been on top form this year, Ray. How have you found it?
Obviously, I joined. I struggled quite a lot. They were different to your average V6. You know, what I mean, it's smaller bodies, but like say mentioned speed, they fly around there. You know, it's for small cars. They rag it around. They fly. So it took me a while to get used to the engines and what am I doing and what diff. What wheels should I put on it, stuff like that. But we got there. And then it was just a case of, getting used to my car, getting used to how it handles, getting used to the tracks. Tighter ones are more harder to get around. Well, to be fair, I find it easier to go around tracks like Mildenhall because I can overtake on bends quite easy.
Oh yeah,
Some people will prefer Kings Lynn. Now, I wouldn't like Kings Lynn round there because, I'm just not as fast on the straights and I'm more fast on the bends when I'm overtaking people. So the bends,
definitely.
it's good for me. It's a good advantage. So you've got to know what you're good at, what you're not so good at. But yeah,
Oh
I've
yeah,
really
100%.
enjoyed them this year.
But talking about the difference between tracks, do you prefer long tracks or do you prefer short and snappy tracks?
It depends what we're talking about. If it's 13s, like I say, short tracks. If we're in bangers, I'd say
You
about
like your run up?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I also like
Oh,
it like tracks like Skegness where it's tighter. You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final part of our interview here with 501 Ray Busher Smith. Welcome back, Ray.
Thank you. It's good to be back, and obviously I feel like it's a good opportunity at the end of the year to talk about what's happened throughout the year, and it updates people and lets them know a bit more about our lives and what it's all about.
Oh yeah, definitely. Giving people the behind the scenes and all that of really what makes this league come together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, while we're here, why don't we talk about the Saloon stock cars, Ray?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah.
So, how have you found the Saloon stock cars this year, Ray?
Um, Quite tricky. Not the best. I think to be honest, I'm in my 1300 cc's. I mean, to be fair, world final, which I'm sure we're going to get into a moment. That was quite good, and I was quite impressed with myself with that. But overall, it's been alright. I don't think they're my strongest point, to be honest. I think I'll stick to my bangers and my 1300ccs mainly. However, I would like to go out in there every now and again and go and give it a go.
Oh yeah, definitely. Obviously, it's just you now every single meeting now, just showing off your skill level, your speed, and your consistency on track, Ray. It's really amazing to see you race.
Absolutely. Really do enjoy every single minute out there on the track.
Oh yeah, definitely. So talking about high quality racing, as of course the world final was held at Mildenhall. You finished first behind Brandon and Cody, I'm pretty sure. How did
Yeah,
it
that's
feel out
it.
there
Yeah,
racing, Ray?
yeah. I finished third out there. It was tricky. It was definitely with that track being extremely tight. But it was a good atmosphere once again. It was one of the meetings where we went the night before. I remember. I think it was microbangers that was on as well. So I
Yeah,
raced both formulas that day, which was quite interesting. I had a few people helping me out with my IAB and stuff. And I actually remember the micro was actually quite late to build, so we were actually at the track building it, so that was good fun. And the racing wise, it was just amazing. And that main race, the tension was building. The green flag dropped, I got away, and then it was just a case of trying to overtake them, and I didn't get the opportunity to do so. So instead of trying to do a last bend lunge and come seventh, I just decided to stay there and get third. So yeah, really did enjoy it.
yeah, definitely. Of course, the two drivers in front of you, Brandon and Cody, obviously high level skill. Obviously, what's your opinions on them, Ray?
Both brilliant drivers. Yeah, really, really good, skillful. They race pretty much anything and everything and are able to get it around. So fair play to them both.
Definitely. Well, thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, for our second short and snappy interview. But, well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an absolutely amazing year here at RRS 2023. join us for 2024, as obviously there will be more crashing, more racing, and a hell of a good time. Thank you.